It's relatively easy in the end. I mean, it all sounds very, very scary, but it's not.
So you got lucky with the agents and they were really...
Some of them are better than others, yeah.
Oh, see what they say. They might be just being nice and saying, yeah, it's been brilliant fun. And then when they get home, they're like, okay, never again.
And started in Tuscany and spent 2 weeks zigzagging across Italy. And the house we bought was number 29 out of 31.
What's that thing called?
HugelKultur.
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 HugelKultur. What the hell have you done? It's not actually stopped raining. Just went.
Just sounded like it.
We just can't hear it in the house. It's not raining inside anymore. This is how happy retired people are. Look, they work in the rain, yeah?
And I think the only regret is, should have done it 10 years ago.
How do they blow these things?
They're crazy.
Hey?
How do they blow?
They're probably machined.
But we probably drank this much wine last night at the table. Oh. Alright, the hangover is definitely...
It's on.
The hangover has hit. Oh, dear. Dear, oh dear. So...
A little bit louder.
Sorry.
Not quite going through my head now. I'm kidding.
Oh, the power. Right, if you go inside, the cables are across the floor. So be careful, yeah? Health and safety. Trip hazard. Stones dry.
Cornerstone.
Right, first one. There's not a huge amount of weight going against it. It's going to be like what I did around there, yeah, to be fair.
Okay.
I think it'll be alright. Famous last words? Well, we've got a lot of mix. Yeah. Backfill all this now. Okay, cool. If there's loads of mix, we've got enough, we've got tons of that, and I've got loads of cement. Chuck some of this behind there too. Yeah. So we get another 5-10 out. Try and get the line. With a flat bit, and they go upside down, like the one you had.
Yeah.
Ideally they're thicker. Yeah, thicker from depth, and you spit on the old fella. So this is the bit that pushes the wire.
It's around the edge. Just start in the middle and work
Extra
around.
pair of hands.
I might. Just get the first couple in, then I can toss it up at the end. The soil will on the next.
Which way are you going to go this way?
There?
Guess so.
There, we'll still need another one.
Yeah, probably, but that's okay, I think. It's okay if we got like 3 layers of brick or stone.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably it's all roughly the same.
Some 2, some 3 would look really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's day 4, is it? Day 4. We're on go slow today, I'd say, because we were joined by another Andrew. Andrew lives in Italy. So was he Lazio way, I think, and he drove across, and we went out for dinner. And it was one of those evenings where you sort of go, yeah, let's get some wine for the table. Let's get some more wine, and then we went to a bar afterwards, and everyone's getting on so great. But I am feeling it today. And it was one of those things where, you know, you got to get up and do all this. But I suppose these opportunities don't come often very much, where a bunch of randomers get together and everyone gets on, and we had a right laugh last night. So, but yeah, we're definitely feeling it today. And the weather's changed, obviously. It might rain later, but the guys did so much yesterday, it was unreal. So today is building the wall, which is going to be between the steps and the outside kitchen. And because it's been so wet the last few days, it's difficult to actually, there's 2 bits where the walls need to go back into the banks, say. But digging out the clay, it's just bad timing. But they're doing the best they can. And I think we might stay in tonight, I don't know. Some people are leaving today or tomorrow morning, and I think somebody else is due to arrive this afternoon. To be honest, I've lost track. This has just been non-stop, great fun. Got loads of work done. Stuff would have taken me weeks and weeks to do. Oh, but too old to get that drunk, I'm telling you. And I don't know, it was last week or the week before, I went to see my daughter in uni. Yeah, it's one of those nights there as well. It's too much at this age. Note to self, love the wine, but know your limits, yeah? Know your limits. All right. Lunch and food for everybody. No one dragged the tent up. We got the tent, Henry. I've got a sleeping bag where you could get your feet out and the hood on. And that's it, you're in. Hang on, and action. What we got?
What's going on? So this is going to be filled up now with compost and soil.
Right.
But we can use these old trees. I think you took this down like a year ago, maybe more, and it's all starting to break down, so it's not really much hot firewood. But this will fill up the bottom of the raised bed,
Yeah.
save you on paying out on compost.
Yeah.
But also, this is full of fungi and bacteria, and that will really improve the soil.
And that's it.
And that's it. There's some more like those leaves that we raked up, all the prunings. I'll dump them in there now.
Yeah?
Fill it up.
Oh yeah, we've got that big bag.
Yeah.
Just drag it around.
Really heavy.
Really heavy. That's YouTube gold. Come on, let's go.
Go on.
Nice one. Look at this. It's a production line. Got gloves. Amazing. What was that thing called?
HugelKultur.
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 Hugel.
Yeah. German, Austrian. Heard it here first.
HugelKultur. HugelKultur. Yeah, I don't know what that's there for actually. There's 2 of them.
This is the other one.
This is how it's done. Thank you both very much.
Do you want gloves? Yeah, that.
Just pull it down. Oh, look at that. Oh, careful.
Yeah. We're looking good, guys, yeah?
Yeah, great. Really good.
That way? We're looking really good. Yeah. How's the mix doing? Oh. Oh yeah, how's your back?
It's dying. No, no, so that didn't come down.
Yeah. It's still there. Flagging. Super pumped. I can't say. Yeah, the energy just. The energy was left in that.
Get a word out.
Was that bar last night? Dare I ask what we're doing tonight?
It's the sleep deprivation for me, but the odd time that I did cover or lift anything or move anything, I felt the last 2 days. In the stomach, the back, the arms, the shoulders.
Easy. It's definitely over 10 tons move, whether it's like 14, 15 tons. Thanks. It's a lot, isn't it?
See that one there? See, I was getting a little bit of something. I think that could go like fridge. I think, maybe. It's also got a fridge back.
Carpet in this got. Can't get nothing like this for I know.
But just as the rain's coming, you finished.
It's just a little bit left, so solid days.
And it's all backfilled already, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need to cover it? I don't know.
Now you've got a sheet of polythene, might be worthwhile.
Polythene, I don't
Or a
know.
dust sheet, or
We've got that black stuff. That'll just take an edge of the water off, yeah?
And well, that's already.
I don't know if it's going to chuck it down again.
Yeah, I might stop in a few minutes.
or even if you've got half a dozen of those boards, just to put some on top.
Yeah, just so it doesn't wash out, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be rain for it. Yeah, 2-3 hours could be like this.
Double it over.
And tomorrow morning. Oh, tomorrow's not looking great. Bloody weather, eh? Well, I suppose this is end of November. You've been a legend, thanks mate. Go. Great, brilliant. Now get off my land. No, you guys have been fantastic. So
I'll be here tomorrow, still for a bit.
oh, you're coming tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I've only got to fly out at, I don't know, 9 or something.
PM.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and did they say you can have the shower later and all that? You can have a shower here.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Well, I can just change.
Keep the B-day out.
Face the wall. B-Day conversation. This is definitely one for the comments. We've had a conversation over a lot of wine. B-Day, like them or loathe them, but how do you use them? So let's just leave that out there, yeah?
Just let it up front.
Okay. I forget what day we are. Day 5? 4? Few rockstar legends still here. And be fair, we've been so unlucky with the weather. It's alright having showers, but when it's really persistent heavy rain, nothing has had a chance to sort of dry out. So there's a few areas now that are just too slippery because the grass isn't taken. I can't cover it over. So I think what we'll do for today, which will probably be the last day, try and build up and work around the septic tank here. Right, what to say about it? So it's been, well, when the weather's good, got like 3-4 times as much done as I thought would get done. And then when the weather's bad, it's tough. So good job everyone who's comes has been just absolutely amazing. But I'll be honest, if they weren't here, I'd be just sat in. Well, do some work, read a book, you know. It's that sort of weather. It's not get covered in mud and get outside in the thick of it. As they all keep saying, look, we come here, mate, to help you. So what can we do? It's amazing. Amazing, amazing. I will definitely do it again. Spring and autumn though, not this end of autumn into winter. And now I can see how much can be done in the time. I'll really get leveled up with materials. All right. Let's see how far we get today before the weather changes. Look what Dad built. Yeah, great Dad, nice one. Clever takeaway. Yeah, slapped it on top and the 2 bits. Get a load on that one. Shall we go now? Right. I think it'll go this way. So this is the higher end here. At your end, right. This is going to be like an eye shrink, so be careful. Ready? Yeah. The other way around, I reckon. Okay. Right.
Yeah, that looks nice.
That looks
Really
good. Yeah. Okay, we'll figure out the gap.
Yep.
Oh, this is this is a lot of hard work.
It is.
You are an absolute superstar. He's flying back today as well, bless him. So he's not going to get home till gone midnight. What are we now? About 1 p.m.
Yeah, probably something like
Welcome to Italy, live the dream.
that. Yep.
Right, I think that's going to be all right. Pop that in, find some small ones. Yeah, nice cornerstone. Here he goes, the big one.
Cheers.
It's getting heavier. It's getting heavier. Is it getting too slippery?
Ah, it's alright.
Yeah, we don't need that slip groin strain thing. Yeah, this is ice shrink stuff. So where can we stay to? I feel like I'm stood around watching you now.
Ah,
That's gonna have to set. I can backfill it all. Find one of these and it starts raining. It's too big. This is in for a bit. Should we go and have a break?
okay.
If we're getting too wet. The mix will be fine. Okay.
It's just.
What I was going to do. I was going to ask, see, now you've been here and you've seen it sort of on telly. How's it compared? Is it big, small, better condition, worse condition?
I think it's probably as I imagined it.
Yeah. It's wet. Size-wise?
Size-wise.
Yeah, a lot of work. But do you find that when you bought yours, those rose-tinted glasses, what you buy, and then you're like, and then you open a can of worms, and then the rest is history.
Every job you pick up, 10-minute job takes 3 hours. There's something that always goes wrong.
Always goes wrong.
Yeah.
You've never got the part, you've never got the bits.
Yeah, even if you drill a hole or if you hit a stone and the drill goes off and all you're trying to do is hang a picture.
Yeah.
And like 3 hours later, the wife wants to know why you haven't done it yet.
Because you've been to see the mayor in the village for a pint.
Yeah, and you've drilled 4 holes.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because a few people swing by who sort of live around here, and some say, "Oh my God, it's a lot smaller than I thought," and others go, "Oh no, it's big, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Well,
Yeah, but it's long, isn't it?
Yeah, it's long. That's why I thought I'd break it up into a lounge, open kitchen with the doors here, really nice big bedroom, and then just a nice big bathroom with a walk-in wardrobe. Just keep it simple.
So why aren't you taking this wall out?
Because of the front door. And then it gives you'd lose a kitchen wall, and I didn't think a front door into a kitchen. Yeah. And it gives a separation between the bedroom and the rest of the house to make it feel like a zone in the winter.
Right.
That was my theory. But also I need somewhere to put the batteries for solar and the new circuit board when that all goes in, which is going to be this side of that kitchen, that hallway door. So you'll access it from the hallway, but it'd be under the kitchen in the corner, outside those dead corners. What have you stormed up?
So we got soup, pumpkin, spiced pumpkin.
Spiced pumpkin. Smells good.
Right then, let's be having it.
Okay. The forecast has changed again. It's been chucking it down, so I think we're going to call it a day. It's a shame, isn't it? So, renovating in the winter. It's like, oh sorry, I'm just talking to myself, which I normally do when you guys aren't here. It's just saying that renovating in the winter is a task, I can tell you. Right. Oh, I got to wash down the cement mixer. It's not actually stopped raining. It just went.
Just sounded like it.
We just can't hear it in the house. It's not raining inside anymore. That's all it was.
It's stopping.
Right, we got some legends here. So this is the extra day piece where it's like, have you all had enough? Thanks for helping. And fair play to Andrew. Booked another night.
More wine.
Is it, well, the cat's away. Andrew will play, book an extra night.
Andrew will build.
Andrew's wife's in England, by the way, doing a bit of shopping, Christmas shopping. So anyway, so what we're going to do today, Helen's got some planting to do. We went to the garden centre, and then Andrew and I are going to build a little bit more of the wall if we don't slide down the hill in the mud. So let's have a look at what we got. Okay. Fabric. Okay. So.
And if we do it without the sand on top, the sand's as sticky as the mud. There you go.
That'll feel better, safer.
Yeah.
Okay. And should we move the tent? Give us a bit of a break, or?
Do that first, and then we'll put the tent over the top.
Right. You get the gist of this bit, setup. So this is just going to be mulch, yeah?
No.
Oh, going in, so it doesn't matter, it's got leaves in
Yes,
it.
leave them.
So I'll give you all the leaves and we
All
have the
leaves.
stuff for the cement. Can you go with that? Honestly.
Yeah. Turn it this way. Literally up and over.
Yeah?
Ready?
Okay. More?
Leave that for now. I'll put some soil in for a bit.
Oh, I'll get one for us then. To do a mix. Right, I think we'll need 2 of us to carry this to where if we need it. Half a load, because I'll need the barrel. So, does it feel good under that black stuff?
Yeah, it's a lot easier. You still have to be a bit careful.
Oh, right, okay. So what would you like me to do?
Nothing. Very good.
So check Helen's all right.
Yeah.
Keep coming back and forth. So it's not quite your "this is your life" moment. Do you remember that?
I do. Eamon, what was his name?
I can't remember now, but they were quite good, weren't they?
Yeah.
What sort of drawn you across?
Well, you know, I mean, we have a house in Italy. It's always been a dream to live in Italy. And so lucky to have done it. Seeing you struggle was it was interesting. And I just thought, no, I want to go and give you a hand.
So was it sympathy, that guy's crazy, or was it like, oh, I recognise that pain, we've been there?
It was a combination of everything.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it's not an easy job. I mean, even if the house was done and, you know, you're just pottering about, and the Italian bureaucracy can be
It can slow you down.
difficult to navigate.
So your background is obviously British, but you've travelled, worked the world,
Yeah.
and you settled in the Middle East, yeah?
Spent the last 13 years in the UAE.
UAE, was that Dubai or Abu Dhabi? In Dubai.
Yeah.
And now you're retired.
Yes.
One of half of us who watch this are jealous of. This is how happy retired people are. Look, they work in the rain, yeah? So there's a cat.
From the desert to the rain.
Life lesson. If you ever wonder, will you be happier in retirement?
Yes, definitely.
100%, yeah. So, no, joking aside, so you bought a house over in Lazio region.
Lazio, yeah, between Rome and Naples.
Uh-huh.
Typical medieval hilltop village. Just outside, again, so you learn to know where to park.
Yeah.
Inside. As you're looking, remember that. It's always nicer to live outside and look up at it than it is to live inside, not being able to park or get the car anywhere.
Oh, right. So
So
that was your...
Yes, we learned that very, very quickly.
Okay. And did you buy like a finished house or a...
No, it was habitable. So, but you know, it's not habitable to how you want it. So we needed central heating, kitchens, bathroom.
Any structural work you've done?
We had a small extension, but
Before the
about
rules
it.
changed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lucky one. That was the 20% rule that apparently you can't extend by 20% anymore.
Yeah.
So regions then, when you were looking, because you said
We started in Tuscany. We started off with 200 potential properties, narrowed that down to 31
online,
yeah.
Idealista and all that, yeah?
Yeah. And started in Tuscany and spent 2 weeks zigzagging across Italy. And the house we bought was number 29 out of 31.
So you physically went inside and viewed
Yes, yeah.
nearly 30 houses?
Yeah.
And, God, that's a lot, eh? How long did that take? Just to...
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Bloody hell, fair play. So you got lucky with the agents and they were really...
Some of them are better than others, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But you say zigzags, you looked at Tuscany, Lazio. Did you look at Marche, Umbria?
Yeah. We looked
Abruzzo?
at Abruzzo. Yeah, we literally looked everywhere. And the last one was in Ostini.
Okay, in Puglia.
Yeah, so way down south.
Right, so obviously I'm advocate of La Marche. But really, what pulled you to Lazio? What was that one that made it?
It was the village. So, I mean, as we're going around, and again, you learn very, very quickly that you've got to have a centre to the village. The piazza is really important. So we sat in the piazza, and 30 Italians said buongiorno to us just while we're sitting there drinking coffee.
Yeah.
You know, and the church bells were ringing, and you think, yeah, I want to live here.
You told a lovely story the other day. I don't know if you want to share this again about so to get up in the morning, lovely slow morning, walk into town, have a coffee and a cake.
Yeah.
Maybe go to the fruit and veg shop.
Yeah.
And get some meat.
Go get
Go to the
some bread.
bakers.
Yeah.
And you leave in the morning, and some days you not go home till what time?
My worst one was start at 9:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the evening.
Did you actually go back with any food?
Can't remember.
Can't remember. Retirement.
But normally coffee takes 2 hours in the morning.
It's amazing,
To sit
isn't it?
and have a coffee. And,
Yeah. So as life choices go, because I know I think what I'm trying to get out of those of you who've come is, some are already here, some have got the dream to come here. Those who are like, we sitting at home now going, when are we going to do this? Shall we do it? And that moment of going, we're doing this. Is it go for it, don't look back?
just go for it, just pull the trigger. It's a big decision, but buying a house is a big decision, but buying a house abroad is,
massive.
is massive. It's relatively easy in the end. I mean, it all sounds very, very scary, but it's not.
I think so too, but that's quite hard to say to people. But maybe it does take the tenacity of some to recognise there is bureaucracy, but just go, look, there's a way through this maze.
So many people have done it before. How hard can it be?
Cut. Brilliant, mate. That's superb. Do I want some good news? Pardon?
Got a little bit more than you bargained for.
Why?
Some of these, there's 2 in the same pot,
Oh, right.
and 3, 4.
So, we set this camera up and see what we're doing. What's your TV name going to be? Not Percy Thrower. Was it Charlie Dimmock?
Charlie Dimmock.
Okay, Charlie.
Well,
What's happening here?
been shopping this morning, went to pick up some nice plants, and I didn't look too closely, but now I'm planting them out. We're looking like we doubled up our money.
But do you remember how much each one costs? What that was?
So that was €8.
8, and you think there's 2?
100% there's 2.
So some of these were like $2.50.
Yeah,
350?
350, and I've still split them even further.
Most expensive one's about 8, was it?
Yeah.
And
But this is it's good. Good value.
what do we have to do to keep these going?
Probably over the winter, nothing.
Yeah.
And then in the spring, just watch the weather, make sure they're getting watered.
And these are going straight into that claggy clay mud the same everywhere, yeah?
Everything else seems to grow in it.
It does, that's what I thought.
I'm not sure, but I'm putting plenty of sand in around just so they're not sat in puddles, because that will rot them over the winter. That's going to start.
Okay.
2.
So, right, rip that apart.
Happy days.
And then with some more down there, we're going to go at the bank.
So I can spread these now further all the way up.
All right, this is brilliant. Because I didn't know where to start and what to put in.
I think we've done all right here.
So in total, with a couple of bags of soil for around the other side, with some herbs, this, and there's more plants here, which I'll show. What did I pay?
160.
Is it that much? 160 euros.
But we thought we were buying 10 plants, and we've got like 20, 25, 30.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan, Sam.
If I don't kill them.
You won't kill them.
This one's different. I saved this one when they dug out the whole area. This was huge. This was like the size of a washing machine, and I managed to salvage this and keep it alive. But I don't know where to replant that. Same with this one. I've salvaged this one. Seems to be doing okay. But I think it's pot bound now. It's not getting any bigger. So I get some of those, some sand on there, or so just put some big rocks. You've got like a backstop.
No, it's fine. Now we've gone around this corner. This corner's just the worst bit. So along here, I'm going to need to move.
Whereabouts? I'll go down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Now here, so the height, well, the one with the brush on,
Yep.
is good height, and the next one.
Yep. Well, I've placed these. That one, these ones.
I think that's starting to look good. So if that keeps coming down here, a second layer, it's going to be around this high, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I think is probably right. This is quite relaxing when you get into it.
It is. It's therapeutic.
Uh-huh. Hopefully that stays. Could be sunbathing this afternoon. Tea break, superstar. Thanks for doing this.
Caffeine fueled.
That's about even, Stevens.
Okay, it'll go. Right, so what a week of like the generosity of others. This highlights it, yeah. So we all moan about social media and how damaging it is, but to be fair, this is the great side of it. This is hopefully what it was invented for. 5, 6, 7 random strangers meet up, meet a weird guy off YouTube to say, look, you look like you're working hard, you look like you don't know what you're doing, you look like you're having fun, you look like you need a hand. So for all sorts of reasons why they've come, why they're here, and everyone's got on great. So you couldn't have asked for it to go any better other than the weather. And like I said, the generosity. All right, probably said that a lot. But there's two sides to it. We've been out every evening, we've had amazing dinners. Shared a fair amount of wine. We got really drunk one night, like really drunk, which was very funny, but we struggled the following day. But it's been great. We've had fun banter, swapping stories, some very serious conversations, because we're all from different walks of life, all different backgrounds, but there is a common thread, and that thread, which is probably you watching as well, you've got that bee in your bonnet you want to let out, and that is want to move abroad, whichever country you're currently in, you might want to leave, and this where do you want to go next. Obviously I'm British and I'm in Italy, but to be fair, these stories are all linked. It doesn't matter whether it's Spain, Portugal, whatever, somewhere within the EU or somewhere else in the world, who knows. And I think when I asked them, like, sort of, you know, what did they enjoy about the channel, what's good and bad, which is quite hard to sit there and take face-to-face feedback on some stuff, but it's been valuable and I appreciate it because they were so honest. You learn a lot, but you also realize that I think we're all like-minded people. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. And I wondered, you know, What am I doing? Is this crazy? Is it an aspiration? Is it a dream? Is it a fantasy? Whatnot? And I think there's a load of people who have had these dreams and you turn them into reality. But they're not easy, but they're not impossible. This is the thing they're all saying the same, is there's loads of challenges. Unless you've got the money turnkey and you just arrive and it's all done for you, fair enough. But I think in most countries now, that's millionaire level stuff. That's millions plus. So if you're all right with a little bit of work, if you're all right with a little bit of work, get your hands dirty, deal with a bit of bureaucracy, that's the worst of it. The rewards are amazing, and everybody said the rewards are, they just randomly arrive, you can't plan them, you don't expect them, and the things that now make you happy are not the things you first came for. You find more when you're here. I can't sort of specify what that is, but I think what the message is that it's all the small things. You've grown something in your garden, you're cooking it for tea. Okay, Italian drivers, we've covered that one, yeah? Yeah, you grow something in your garden, you cook it, put it part of your meal, you have a lovely glass of wine, sunrises, sunsets, views, random people saying hello. It's all the tiny, tiny things, they all add up. Alright, so what am I doing now? So the olive trees, I wanted those to be delivered and planted while everybody was here, because I thought that'd be quite a nice little bit of side story, get the drone over, whatnot, but, you know, weather. So I popped over this morning first thing to see the people at the nursery, and they were out. And they said come back at 12:30. So there we are building the wall, getting carried away. It's 1:30, so I hope they're still there. Oh, right on the end of my finger. Oh, okay, so that went well. They're a lovely family. It's amazing when you say that where you're from, you go, oh, England, and I live in Manchester. Guess what the first thing people say? What team do you support? So yeah, and obviously everyone in Italy loves football, don't they? Big Roma fans in this this family. All right, so they just said something interesting, because I'm trusting them to choose the trees. There's 3 varieties, so I think they said 10 of each, but for every 10 trees you need a different tree, you need a pollinator. So that'll be, what will that be, 27 main trees, I suppose, of 3 varieties, plus then the 3 pollinators. So I'm going to trust them to set it all out. The father just came out and explained a lot of things about the land. So they said they can't plant them this way, it's too wet, it's too much. So it can't be too wet, can't be too dry. Like most things in life, it's that Goldilocks, it's just right. So the weather's been awful, as you've just seen, but I am here for at least another week, and in a day or two's time it does look like it's going to be dry and windy. So that could take the top off, which could be good. So they said they'll message me next week, and if there's a chance they can fit it, plant them while I'm here, we'll get that done. Alright, the other thing I was going to mention on the drive was Jemma. So I asked a few people if they're okay to be on camera and have a chat, and well, you see how that edit goes. And in fair, everybody was a bit nervous, a bit anxious about what to say and whatnot. And bless Jemma, I think she overthought it, so we'd never got round to making a video. So this is my interpretation of Jemma, and I hope I get this right. Now, Jemma's a really strong lady, and it seems that there's been a few challenges, a few bumps in, let's say, Jemma's path, say, and she seems the type of lady that picks herself up, dusts herself off, and let's go again. Entrepreneurial, she's run a few businesses, and she bought a place in Sicily, but she started off with just land. She bought a fairly large piece of land with loads of olive trees on it, and there's a dream in there. She's going to harvest the olives and whatnot. So she came down, flew into Sicily, tried to do the harvest, didn't quite come off for whatever logistical reasons in Sicily at the time. And then she flew over to here, picked up a hire car and came to help on the house for a few days. Got on with everyone like a house on fire. So without speaking for her, just it's interesting that we talked about, you know, man's world, woman's world, things like that. And yeah, I'm obviously got 2 daughters. So to see women empower themselves and just get on with it, it's powerful stuff. So she's going to buy a house in Sicily. I don't know when she's going to live there. So there's a plan there, and she's doing it all on her own. She's got children, very close family. Seems like she's got some lovely kids, and as a family unit, they seem really tight. So she's not on her own per se, but you know what I mean. When I asked her what she came down for, lots to learn. So she wanted to learn off me, if there's anything I can say with my PhD in hindsight that I've got so far, and off the other people. So she did ask a load of questions while she stayed. Around the dinner table was always chatty, and so I hope she got from this experience what she wanted. But the takeaway, I don't know if your family and your kids are going to watch this, but you're lucky kids. You got a phenomenal mum. So yeah, I hope that hits home for a few of you watching who might be on your own as well. Like I say, these things, they're not easy, but they're not impossible. And Jemma's a great example of that, yeah? Okay, let's get back. She sat down admiring your handiwork. So while I pop off to the olive tree nursery, look what you've done. Tinkering away, see?
Good fun.
It's great fun, isn't it? It's so weird how much fun or how rewarding this is.
Apart from that bit.
Apart from that bit, yeah. But we've got 1 to go, yeah?
2, that one and the corner one. Yeah.
I can't believe how well you've picked them out.
Can't believe you put them so far away.
What do you mean? Well, we had to chuck them off. You weren't here when we did that, were you?
No.
All right, because they were all in the driveway. Well, you saw where they were delivered. And we're just chucking them off in the end, because by the time we were barrowing around here, it was too dangerous.
Yeah.
Done a great job. Right, I've got pasta on. Weather looks like it's lifted.
Let's get it finished.
Good luck.
Put a coin in.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh wow. What, into a building?
Yeah.
I'll go on then.
What do you want? €1, €2,
Whatever's luckiest.
Let's do €1.
Brilliant.
We'll put it in.
So what's that? It's an old...
That's for good luck.
We need that for this ice cream.
If you do a bit of good luck.
I've been lucky. I'm alright. But yeah, go on then, a lucky €1.
And it's there forever.
God, this slope is lethal, isn't it? Ta-da!
Done.
So, could this be your new side hustle?
No, it's too much like hard work. I was built for comfort.
It's still better getting up early, going for a coffee.
Sitting on the piazza,
Yeah.
watching the day go by. Yeah.
I'll come and tidy it up after lunch so you have a break because you've done loads. I just stopped for a nice lunch and wondered what was going on outside because it went really bright. Look at this now. So those of you who flew back last night, I should have stayed for a few more hours. Check this out. Right now, they're tidy up, I suppose. This looks great. What I think is quite cool is there's enough flat pieces for that'll definitely hold a glass of wine.
Absolutely.
There's all perch here, so it's got a multi-purpose wall.
Well, when we designed it the other day, it was, so this is a left-hand seat, obviously.
All done?
Yep.
Knife still here? And
700 litres, potentially.
so it's massive, isn't it?
Well, really.
700 litres. Do you think we might need more?
Already out the bottom.
Yeah. Let's cover this,
Let's get some stuff going.
and we might make it shorter because we can't really reach past
No,
it.
it's not.
So you're going to be struggling unless you got something to lean on anyway. So whether I just
Forward.
oh, whether those big rope logs, I'll go and get those
do
as
that,
a separator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got about 10 minutes.
Snatch and grab.
Best to leave the labels. Where are they?
Aye, steady.
Yeah, amateur hour here, remember.
Put one in each.
Don't forget what they're called. Yeah, but come on.
I know.
There isn't one straight line.
This is
There isn't one thing level or one thing square on
this
this
is real
entire.
life, I know. But you at least got something half decent to look out on.
And is there any, like the other plants you split and spread into two?
Yeah.
What about these?
They will see this guy who's going to do it himself. This one a bit, yeah. It will all spread out. You'll have loads. You'll have more than you know what to do with, but just not yet.
But if there is a dry spell,
It's going to need
give it a little sprinkle.
a wee bit of water. Just while they're getting going. You'll see when they start taking off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I probably need to explain what I've done around the corner. Happy?
What the hell have you done? It looks great.
So I'm going now. We can sort it out after. So all you've got is the little shrubs that we were pulling apart earlier on, the little ones.
Mm-hmm.
And they look really spaced out. And I know people are going to say, but these will fill out. You just need to be a bit patient.
I don't think that. I mean, honestly, I'd have done it like that. It's an
Yeah.
amateur because if you want them to go,
They will. We talked about stuff in the spring, different flowers. You've got room. It's not all about.
and those two on the bank, do you think they're going to fill the bank, or I'm going to have to buy some more?
So we've got leftovers.
What do you mean?
I didn't use them all.
All right.
So we've got some spares. But I just couldn't.
Because
get
going
any
up the
higher
bank, oh, couldn't you? Well, slipping.
But I'll just keep them to one side. They can go in the spring, any time over the winter, whatever you want.
I'll get them in now. Should we get them in now?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'll get up there. You just show me when to do it. Okay, so here?
Yep.
Or on the ridge?
Go down. Yeah.
I mean, this might sound like a stupid question.
Yeah.
Do these plant in now vertically
Yes.
or 90 degrees to the
They're
angle?
a little bit forward, but they'll stand when they start growing. They'll grow.
So it doesn't
straight.
matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
That's not deep enough. Okay.
Okay. There's one.
Here.
Yep. Perfect.
There you go.
Job's done.
They'll spread nice.
They will. So yeah, there's room between them on purpose, is what I'm saying.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah. And because this is all that crappy clayey stuff,
It's pretty grim.
if I did get another bag of is that called topsoil?
Compost,
Compost. Compost?
maybe.
Would it help, or is it just to make it look better?
It will make it look a lot nicer, but you would need more than one.
Yeah,
Just don't go there.
get a few. Oh. All good?
Yeah.
I think I'll really feel what's happened this week in a few weeks' time. Hopefully I do this edit justice. Hopefully I've shown how hard they've worked, how nice they are, how funny they are, how caring they are. And then the amount of work they've helped me with, it's saved me a hell of a lot of money and a hell of a lot of time. So cheers guys. I know you'll all be watching this, and your families will be watching it, and yeah, you should be proud. You got amazing mums, dads. They're great people. Look, there's a way through this maze.
So many people have done it before. How hard can it be?
Cut. Brilliant, mate. That's superb.